last story I want to hit in just a couple quick minutes. There was a great piece this morning on American Thinker, and I want to urge you to go to it. American Thinker is a, it's just a, I guess you call them news aggregator. It collects blogs and columns. Anyway, it was called In the Age of Leftism. And I do political analysis sometimes for other news outlets, and so I did an interview this morning on this topic. But this author in this piece called In the Age of Leftism listed, it is a 3-page list, item of craziness in this country that seems to pass for being normal, being true. And it is, and the author's point is essentially, as a woman, Valerie Sobel is the author. She's making the point, we live in this era where the left just says crazy things, crazy after crazy after crazy, and we begin to get to where people, you just shake your head, and is anyone awake in the leadership of the American left? Is anyone in the Democrat Party recognizing that their crazy is not flying well in the American public? I mean, I'll give you a few examples, but I want to make my points about really things aren't as bad as you might think by the fact of this list. But some examples she has. Calling someone an illegal alien, using the words illegal alien in New York City can bring you a fine of up to $500,000. You know that? Because illegal alien is offensive. Even if you're not a citizen, so you are an alien and you don't have a legal right to be here, so you are illegal. If you say illegal alien in New York City, now this at the moment applies to only federal, state, local officials. Employees. So it only applies if you work for the government in some way. But a $250,000 fine for calling someone an illegal alien. Third trimester abortions of fully formed babies are legal. A violent anarchist group that beats up people is called anti-fascist or Antifa. Up to 100,000 illegals cross the border monthly, bringing with them MS-13 thugs and narcotics. Democrats call it a manufactured crisis. I may come back to this story because it was so... It really helps you recognize how extremely crazy the left has become. But actually, why I found it helpful, and one of the points I want to make to you and kind of wrapping up for today is this. What used to be really, really fringe ideas in this country, really fringe, crazy ideas, like there are 72 genders. This is a left-wing talking point. There are 72 genders. That preschoolers should be taught the LGBTQ indoctrination agenda. That it is morally virtuous to fail to enforce our immigration laws, to have sanctuary cities where law does not matter. It is a morally virtuous thing to abandon the border, to have no border security at all. This person listed a few things about Canada also, which I didn't realize that Justin Trudeau was just reelected. His job before this was a substitute drama teacher. How serious could the people of Canada be electing a substitute drama teacher? They have, she has, anyway, I want to get to my points about them. The left pushes a lot of crazy on America. I think one consequence why it seems worse now is that it used to be when you had crazy, wild-eyed theories, most of America, both political parties, could listen to them go, whoa, that's way out there. That's way out there. That's you. We are here in the American playing field. The left in America today, and by the left I mean the cabal of Democrats who run the Democrat Party, who shape their policies, who shape their platform, who are the spokespersons for the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party has embraced the crazy of the left. Crazy outlier theories are mainstream Democrat views now. That's one thing that's changed. The second is we have institutions in our country, the media, the government, Hollywood, institutions of every kind that embrace the crazy instead of saying this is crazy. And so I think we're at a time where we have to really be willing. In my view, we do not get ourselves any favors, any benefit by pretending that these crazy ideas the left stands for are actually correct. It does not help the cause. It does not help preserving America to just pretend that the stuff they say that is crazy, that somehow belongs in the American political conversation. My last quick fact point before I turn to why it matters to you for today, there was actually a great thing that I had not focused on until recently, and it involves a study of Twitter. And, Twitter is a place where people get, they talk about the Twitter mob, going to come down on you. I'm just going to tell you one thing about Twitter. Just 6% of the U.S. adults who are on Twitter, 6% of U.S. adults account for 73% of political tweets. Again, on Twitter, 6% of American adults account for 73% of political tweets, and they are leftists. They don't approve of Trump. So I'm getting around to saying in closing, before I go to why it matters to you, is just because these crazy ideas get treated as normal in our country, in our culture, just because you can have people earnestly stare at the camera and say, oh yes, there are 73 genders, and murdering your perfectly healthy baby after it is formed and born is a form of protecting women's equality. I mean, on issue after issue after issue after issue, the left has gone crazy, and they embrace the crazy, and you, the American people, are the ones who can stand in the way and point out actually sane America, majority America, rational America still sees the crazy, still rejects it. We still understand that America is important and great and unique, and we're still going to defend it against all of the you can't even call it extremity. I keep using the word crazy. I should think of a new word. The moral idiocy of the American left has nothing to do with real America. But it takes people like you and like me speaking up and saying so to help more people recognize actually the world hasn't gone crazy, just the American left has.